Hey guys, so today we have 4 new coins. They are nice modern bullion sovereigns. Talk about those in a moment. Also managed to pick up this one here, which is 80%. I don't know if it's proof or bullion, but anyway, got it a little bit over the intrinsic value and very tasty. Anyway, I'll finish it off in a moment. So yeah, 4 new coins today. They are all modern sovereigns. So whilst people do prefer some of the older coins, the reason people like the modern ones, some people just feel more confident that they've not been around as long and therefore less likely to have been faked. Some people, they just like to know that they're going to weigh what they should weigh. You know, there's no wear to worry about. If you've bought something 150 years ago, it's been circulated, might be a little bit worn or damaged or something like that. Generally, the more modern ones, you know, people haven't been messing about scraping them with cleaning products and things like that. They're just pretty much as they should be. They've had less time on the planet to be messed with. This is a Machin portrait, which is 1980, so what, 40 something years ago, depending when you're watching the video. Might be 50 years by the time you're watching the video. Hell, who knows. But yeah, anyway, picked up these. They were very, very low premium. I did pick up some others as well at the same time, but I've dropped those off at the vault already. Whereas these ones, I was thinking about potentially trading, so we will see what happens there. But the reason I like low premium bullion, no matter what it is, you know, if it's sovereigns, it is just easy to move. And if it's low premium, because you've got it so low, the gold price only needs to move 1% or 2%, and you're straight into profit. Whereas some of these more high premium coins I have, I don't have any shields here to show you today, but for example, the shield sovereigns that I've been buying, yeah, for them to go into profit, you know, we need a 10-15% move in gold. For the some that I bought more recently, you know, some of the earlier ones that I bought, I mean, you know, I could scrap them and I'd be in a decent profit. But that's the thing, if you're buying the more premium stuff and higher premium coins, you've just got to either wait a bit longer for the gold price, or it's going to just eat into your profits, you know. Depending on your selling, you know, strategy though. So I think it's worth considering that, just depending where you're going to sell to. If you're going to be buying and selling to dealers, and that's ultimately your exit strategy, then, you know, sticking to the generally lower premium, slightly bigger 1-ounce coins could well be an option. You know, some dealers are paying about spot or 1% below for these. They've still got the same benefits as sovereigns. Some people like the sovereigns more because they're more fractional. So this obviously is a 1-ounce piece of gold. It's just over the same weight as 4 sovereigns. So, you know, it's not going to be exactly 4, but 4 and a bit. So people like the smaller pieces because they're perhaps more divisible. You know, people can, you know, sell 1 or 2. But it just depends on, you know, where you're at. If you're not likely to be selling sovereign to pay for, you know, a small expense, then probably not too much of a worry. But if you're looking at perhaps trying to squeeze every little bit of profit you can, you know, on the second-hand market, for example, then it might be worth you looking at some other options, you know, so you've got a bit of variety. But yeah, for me personally, I don't mind having a mix of 1-ounce gold coins and sovereigns, and there is a potential risk, you know, the rules could change, which could mean that pure gold could be better than sovereigns or vice versa. You just never know, really. So good to have some options, but if you can buy low premium gold, you know, it ultimately puts you in a bit of a safer position. There's a bit less risk on your part, you know, if you were to have to sell and perhaps spot price doesn't move much for a while. So just something to consider. And yeah, basically it's going to be the first week of December. Got my first £10 ready for the challenge. If you're not sure what that is, there is a video on it, but this is what we have looked at. So we're aiming to buy ourselves a extra 1/4 ounce of gold. Maybe that'll be a sovereign, but maybe just buy a 1/4 ounce, or maybe you'll buy some world gold or something similar. If you're in the US, about $12 a week. If you're in the UK, about $10 a week. And ultimately we'll have enough for our 1/4 ounce piece of gold, assuming spot doesn't move too much, somewhere around October, November, maybe December next year, maybe even September or August if gold crashes, you know, we never know. So if you're in Aussie, then you'll be paying about $20 a month into your piggy bank, And if you're in Canada, I have no idea. Any other countries, then obviously you'll have to just do the math. But work out what £10 a week is, and that's what we're putting away. So I'm hoping to buy something like the Queen's Beast quarter ounce, which will be the next one in the series, by the time it comes out. But maybe it'll be just a humble sovereign or a nice little Britannia. We'll see at the time, I suppose. So yeah, that is it today. 4 nice new sovereigns. Not my favourite colours. Don't really care much for the dates or the monarch, compared to some of these more older historic ones. But low premium bullion, a solid strategy that takes some risks out. Maybe okay, premiums might appreciate on something like the Young Victorias or your Shields or certain dates, but you can always count on the gold price.